looky there.
There's something about that that's quite funny.
So yeah, I get a lot of questions on the gear that I wear since I ride year round, and honestly, just a lot of it is old ski gear, old snowboard gear. And like today, it's kind of mild. It's sunny out. Yeah, it's 25 degrees or whatever, but it feels a lot warmer than that just because the sun's radiating down and all that. And wearing all black doesn't hurt either. So I've got a mix today. I've got my baklava here, as you can see, and it's really nice. This is an old black strap. I've got, you know, my new 1000 helmet. It's just the bicycle helmet on, and just some Oakley sunglasses. But when it gets to staying warm, it's really about wearing some ski or snowboard gloves. And this is an old ski snowboard jacket. It's a powder jacket or powder coat, whatever you want to call it. So it keeps the wind off of me, but most of all, it keeps me warm. But the most important thing, you know, besides having good shoes on that are waterproof, is your base layers too. So underneath these jeans, I've got, you know, some Hot Chili's base layers that are used for snowboarding and skiing, and as well under this jacket, I've got a light puffy and then a base layer of Hot Chili's thermal underwear as well. And that's just kind of what I wear, and it's really easy to obtain these things. You could always get, you know, used or last year's ski gear on sale. You could get it in the summer, get it ready for the winter if you ride it in the winter. But yeah, basically what I use is just old snowboard gear to ride around in the winter, and it really keeps me warm, but most of all, it keeps me dry. So we're gonna hop on the GoScat here. Let me turn this baby on. I love I could put my phone in here. I've got to run and do some errands, but what's crazy is if you look way up on that hill, I've got to go up there and actually do some snow shoveling possibly, but most of all, I've got to match some paint and paint a wall up there before some guests arrive on the property. There's Paul with Wildside. We'll have to do some reviews on those bikes. He owns a Wildside e-bikes. They do a lot of 48 volt e-bikes. And I don't really ride a lot of 48 volt e-bikes except for my Rave Bullet X, which is an awesome bike. So maybe I can get and do some reviews on his stuff here soon. But let's head on down through here and talk about riding in the winter, but also the gear that you might want to wear. And oh, that's close. Anyways, that's why it's good to have good brakes and do your thing. But yeah, having good gear is just as important as what you're riding in the snow and in the winter. Because you want to stay warm, you want to stay dry, and you want to keep the wind off of you. That's for sure. And really, to me, just being here in the middle of Colorado in the winter, it's easy for me to have old snowboard gear, old ski gear. It's easy to access it here, for sure, just because of all the thrift stores and whatnot. And they do a lot of sales on like last year's gear here too, that you could get like 60, 70% off in the off season and at the beginning of the season. So, you know, my suggestion on when it comes to like wearing the gear that you wear, I really find that ski and snowboard gear kind of fit the bill. And that goes with the helmets, the goggles too, because when it gets a lot colder, I think it's a good idea to wear like a snowboard helmet and goggles, or even a motocross or motorcycle helmet and goggles, just to keep the wind and the sun from bothering your vision too much. So I think it's a good mix between like ski gear and motocross gear and ski gear and biking gear that you can find your happy mixing in the winter, but depending on where you are is kind of how much you want to layer up. And right now, it being 25 degrees, it's super cold when you get moving. And it's not that cold in the sun standing still, but you know, you get going over 10, 15 miles an hour, you could definitely feel the difference really, really quick. So we're going over this way. We're going over to the boys at Sherwin-Williams Paints and see if we could get some of those little fancy color matching paint strips and try to match some paint on the wall here that we got to paint before Friday. Look at you running like Santa Claus.
Oh, what's up,
Not much, riding the little bike around, getting ready to take it up Whiskey Hill here in a minute.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm gonna grab some strips here and go match it on a wall.
Then I also have Fendek.
Yeah, man, that'd be great, because I'll come right back here in a minute. I'm going up, I'm gonna shovel some snow, match the paint, and then I'll bring this back, dude. This is great. Yeah, man, because I do a lot of, I mean, I've got an account here. Cool.
Yeah, you can have it.
No, that's great, dude. That'd be great. That does save me a lot of pain in the ass. Yeah, I'll be back here in a minute in order. I probably just need a gallon.
Sounds good.
Just want to get it close enough.
Of course, yes, sir.
Yeah, man. That saves me a lot. Thank you. What's your name?
Juan.
Juan. Pleasure, dude. Thank you.
Your name?
My name's Chris.
Chris, nice
Yeah,
to
man.
meet you.
Yeah, you too. Sweet, man. Amazing. Amazing. Paint's expensive. If you ever think gas is expensive, paint's expensive. Like, you're paying $80 a gallon for some of the paint that I use. Yeah, $80 a gallon. It's just crazy. All right, let's head on out this way. That we got that paint matching catalog, for crying out loud. I thought he was gonna honestly just hand me a huge catalog that was like as big as a phone book and say, hey, bring this back when you're done, which would have worked. I mean, that would have been cool, but I'm glad it was a strip. All right, let's head on out this way. Woo! It is chilly. 25 degrees is no joke. Oh, man. But, you know, at the same time, you know, it's like, it just depends on what you're used to and what you're acclimated to. I mean, I snowboard, and you could ask Andrew from Freshly Charged. I mean, he's came out here snowboarding with me before last year, and I believe the wind chill was, it was like negative 20 or more when he came out here and we went riding. And I mean, we had a great time. We rode in the trees and we rode a good part of that day. In that kind of weather, it was crazy. The wind was blowing, it was a blizzard. I mean, it was nuts. But, you know, whatever. Now, the true test here for this bike, as we're talking about winter gear, is I ordered, I'm gonna show you right here, from Baku, I'm gonna say Baku because that sounds fun. .com, and these are these little strips, these little straps that I've got going on here. And I'm gonna try these out on some hill climbs. I'm gonna try them out on this specific hill that I'm getting ready to climb right now. Now, what's kind of crazy about this hill is this is Whiskey Hill. And if you've seen some of my other challenges on Whiskey Hill, you know that just in normal weather, that this hill's no joke. And we're getting ready to hit it in icy, snowy conditions, and I don't really know how intelligente that is, honestly. But we're going to attempt to take it up Whiskey Hill and see what kind of challenge that will give us. But maybe for a little warm-up, we'll do a little snow challenge through the cross-country course and see what the Ghost Cat can do on the cross-country ski course. Let's go. Woo, it is cold. Like, man, this is no joke. This is like, it's 25 degrees, but as we go 25 miles an hour or more there. I mean, it's definitely in the single digits as far as the wind chill gets to at that point. So that's why I'm telling you, wearing ski gear and snowboard gear is huge, because I'm never going to e-bike faster than I snowboard. I have one video that I've got, it's on the shorts, but it's on also another video where we had a little bit of powder, and as I went down this one run, I got 65 miles per hour, I think it was. All right, let's check it out. This is some good snowpack, and this is a cross-country ski course through here in the winter. This right through here has definitely been driven on by the maintenance people, but it does go into a cross-country ski course. Which might be kind of fun to see what it can do. So let's, ooh, a little slip and slide there. Because this is like hard pack. So when you hit like these bumps, they don't really give a lot. Right through here, it should be pretty hefty. Yeah. I can't wait to get those studded straps on this bike from Baku, or Baku. But you can see they groom this for cross-country skiing. Is it turn left or turn right in NASCAR? We're going to go turn left. So we'll take the challenge through the rough stuff. All right. We'll go through some smoother stuff through here. Nice. This bike handles it really, really well. Not bad. I'm going to see what we're getting. I'm going to turn off the headlights here so I can actually see better. All right, so I got it in mode 5. And this stuff right here is pretty soft. So we'll start in the soft stuff, get on the hard pack, and go on the rough stuff. I mean, it really wants to pull through everything. Even the soft stuff, like right there, it pulls right through it. You get in the harder pack stuff. I mean, just even with these tires, it's really good. So we're headed up. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. We're headed up to that house up there. It's a long ride, and it winds up through this icy, snowy road. So let's go ahead and go through here. And I'm gonna show you something really cool here in a second, so hang on. Oh, this is crazy. So if you look right here, see that? There's a little patch there, a little patch there. Patch is dug through there now. You can think that could be anything, right? Well, that's from elk, believe it or not. The reason I know it's from elk is, see the elk droppings through there too, but they come in here and they graze, and all this through here I'll show you something really cool as we go over some elk droppings. It's basically elk poop. You can see they just dig through here. It's crazy. And check this out. That's a picture that I took a couple years ago of the elk coming through here on one of their morning grazes. Look, cut through here. Oh, look at there. Woo! Somehow we made it. But they come through this field right here. And that's where that picture was, but I don't know if I could make it through there. This is kind of dumb. But you can see through this huge field here, the elk have pummeled this snow. This is all from the elk. This ain't from dog walks. I mean, we just had a big snowstorm the other day, and the elk have pummeled this, and you can see where they graze, and you can see the elk poop over there. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I mean, this is where they come eat. This is where they live. But yeah, that drone shot that I took was pretty cool. I got some video of it too. I'll put a link to the video of the elk coming through. It was a couple years ago. I remember it was early morning and my buddy Mitch texted me and he's like, hey man, the elk were going through, get your drone. So I got my drone. And now we got a challenge up that hill, and I mean, we're going all the way up there. That's crazy. Anyways, let's try to make it through here first. It's not like the challenge is quite over yet. But yeah, this bike handles the snow in the winter extremely well. A lot of it has to do with the power it has, the torque, the tires that's on it. There's your little elk treats. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of the power, the tires it has on it. It's the lightweightness. It's really lightweight. That helps a lot. Keeps it from sinking too much. But what I've noticed from all the other e-bikes that I've ridden and reviewed and owned is the suspension is the big difference. I think the suspension, the way that the rougher parts of the snow and the ice, it really just keeps you level and stable, and it keeps your weight from shifting, and it just allows a better center point of balance in the ride. Oh, look at that. We made it. Almost. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch here. All right, looks like we got a clear part of the road here. I've got on my little spiky shoe tracks on too, because I gotta shovel some snow and it gets slippery on those decks. But I can imagine that we're probably gonna have a clear road the first part of the way, and then it's gonna get really icy, and then we're gonna get some snow. That'd be my guess. So let's see what we got here. According to that, we're going over 20 miles an hour up this hill, and it's super, super cold. Some ice patches here. It's always good to proceed with caution, and again, I don't suggest anyone, honestly, rides their bike in the ice and snow. I don't think that's for anybody and everybody, so I don't suggest anybody does it. Told you we'd start getting some black ice. It's pretty slick right through there. That was pretty spinny. There's some snow. That's really slick. I could almost feel a little slide there, so we'll stay over this way. So cool. We're definitely making it up the hill. We're about to get a little more extreme, I think. as we get up this hill. You can see it's starting to get, yeah, the road conditions are changing pretty quickly. All right. Not too bad. It's just ice right here, so we're gonna go pretty slow and steady, because it's like kind of that fine line between keeping momentum and not spinning out. 'Cause this is pretty steep. It's hard to tell, I know, on the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro, but this is a super steep hill. Now, once we get up here, what's going to be really, whoa, that's slick. I mean, if we actually had more snow on the ground, it would be easier, because this is super slick. Now, when we get up here, the challenge really is going to be getting up the driveway. Here we go. I mean, you could tell this is, I mean, here we go. Nice, nice, nice. Look at that. Oh, the ghost cat, man. The ghost cat. Just kicking butt and taking names. Good golly, man. That is not warm. We came from all the way down there. We were going through that field way down there. That's where we were riding through the cross-country ski course, and we went around and came all the way up through here on that road. And, I mean, look at that. It's whatever, man. The ghost cat. F3 was climbing mountains and kicking butt. We're gonna put those straps on here, those studded straps. It's a pack of 20 that I got from Bacow for, I think I shipping, tax, everything, about $100. I'm excited about that. That is for sure, but I'm more excited about what this bike does in the winter and how it allows me to have the torque and the power and everything to get up these hills in the winter, because that's no joke. That's no joke. I gotta shovel some snow off these steps and off that deck up there, and look at that beautiful view, boys and girls. That is, look at that view. That is absolutely gorgeous. Please subscribe, hit like, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the Ghost Cat F3 in the winter, and what winter challenges have you had so far? What gear are you wearing? Remember, just wear the right gear, stay warm, stay dry, and be happy. Until our next adventure, this is Chris from the Colorado Adventure Channel. Peace. What is up, man? I found my color. Yep, unique. Gray. You know how you catch a unique rabbit?
How?
Unique up on it. It's my dad joke.